Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Math Empire. In this video, we are given a question here to solve. We are asked to express this value in standard form. So we are to calculate this in standard form, and after calculating, our answer must be in one of these options. So let's solve it together, guys. Before we start solving questions like this, before you add or subtract number in standard form, the powers of 10, this 10 must be the same. If you can see, this one is raised to power minus 5, this one is raised to power minus 8, and the last one is raised to power minus 6. So first, we are to make the powers of 10 the same. That is the rule. If you forget this, you will get the answer wrong. So let's dive in and let's solve it together. First, let's make the power the same. We are to change everything to have the same power. Now, if you check the first one, let's pick the first item. The first item, we have 16.54 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Now we are working with this power, 10 raised to power minus 5. We are going to change the others to 10 raised to power minus 5 so that each of them will have the same powers. Now let's pick the second one. The second one is 6.75 times 10 raised to power minus 8. Now we are to change this. We are to change the power to minus 5. So let's solve it. We are to change this power. Let's say 10 raised to power minus 8 to 10 raised to power minus 5. That is what we are to change now. So from here we can say 6.75 times 10 raised to power minus 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 5. According to laws of indices, when we are to multiply a number that has the same base, we add the power. And if we add the power, minus 3 plus minus 5, minus 3 plus minus 5 is the same thing as minus 3 minus 5, which will give us 8. Minus 8, you can see is the same thing as then we multiply this one. If we multiply it, we have 0.006775 times 10 raised to power minus 5. You can see we have changed the power from minus 8 to minus 5, and this become our the second term. That is the second one. Now let's solve the last one. Now to solve the last one, that is the last value, we have the third term. We have 0.23 times 10 raised to power minus 6. Now we are to change this 10 raised to power minus 6 to 10 raised to power minus 5. So what are we going to do? We say 0.23 times 10 raised to power minus 1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 5. We use the same pattern we use while finding the second term. Now, I have said it before. When we are given the same base to multiply, we add a power. If we add these powers, it will give us minus 6. So we now say our answer, it will give us, if we multiply this, we have 0.02. So it gives us 0.023 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Mission accomplished. So now we write everything together. 16.54 times 10 raised to power minus 5 minus 0.00675 times 10 raised to power minus 5 plus the third one. This was our third answer. We had 0.023 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Now the powers of 10 is the same. 10 raised to power minus 5, 10 raised to power minus 5, and 10 raised to power minus 5. So we can now add and subtract the numbers. 16.54 minus, we are going to factor 10 raised to power minus 5 because it's common amongst the three, minus 0.00675 plus 0.023, or in bracket we factor out 10 raised to power minus 5. Let's calculate what is inside the bracket. Now the first, you add this last two. Why are we adding these two instead of starting from the left? Why is because according to BODMAS, rule of BODMAS, addition comes first before subtraction. So we add first before we subtract. So you have 16.54 minus, if you add these two, we have 0.00676 times 10 raised to power minus 5. So we subtract. If we subtract, we have 16.55624 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Once we are done adding, this is now our answer. But remember, from the question, we are asked to express it in standard form. We are not going to leave it like this. We are to express it in standard form. Let's convert this answer to a standard form. Standard form must have one digit before the decimal point. You can see there is 2 digits before the decimal point. But we are not going to leave our answer like this because according to the law, standard form must have 1 digit before the decimal point. So we have, for us to have 1 digit, you have to move this decimal point to the left. So once you move it to the left, you have 1.655624 times, if you are moving a decimal point from the right to the left, it becomes positive. So we have 1.655624 times 10 raised to power 1, that is plus 1, times 10 raised to power minus 5. This is still the stuff. Then we have 1.655624 times 10 raised to power 1 minus 5 will give you minus 4. So we are not going to leave our answers here. Why? From the option given, you can see it was rounded up in 2 decimal places. So we round our answer to 2 decimal places, which is 1.6. We approximate. So we have 1.66 times 10 raised to power minus 4. And this becomes our final answer. So you go back to the option. Now our option, you can see we have, our answer is 1.66 times 10 raised to power minus 4. So from the option, you can see that A is the answer. So guys, if this explanation helped you, like the video, subscribe for more easy calculation, share with a friend who struggle with standard form. You can also drop a comment if you want more standard form questions being explained. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.